What could you expect your day to be like working as a barista? Baristas work in different types of businesses. There's hotel work, cafe work, coffee shop work, working in a restaurant, you could do some bar work, and you can work in the tourism industry. These are just a few examples that I thought up on the spot. While there are differences between these workplaces as a barista, you will tend to find that your morning is the busiest time. If you work in any of these types of businesses, you're going to start making coffee as soon as the doors open. This means that your shift tends to correlate with the opening hours of the business. Before you even start making coffee, you have to set up the coffee machine. This can include making some calibrations to your grinder and running through some espresso shots through your machine to test out the espresso. Before you start the day, no one needs a coffee more than the barista. This is the perfect time to make yourself and your team members a coffee to start their day, improve their morale, and to test the flavor of your coffee. Does this mean that you have to turn up 30 minutes before the start of your shift? Not necessarily. You can do this if you like and sit down and enjoy a coffee. To be honest, if I turned up at the business right on the start of the opening hours, I'd be able to make my first coffee for the customer after 2 minutes. Providing, of course, that I'm satisfied with the quality of the coffee coming out of the machine. A barista is a vital part of a business that sells coffee. You can't really start the day without having someone there that can make coffee. However, some businesses can be slow for the first part of the day, so it's not financially viable to have a separate floor person to handle the orders. In this case, the barista is also going to handle the responsibilities of a floor person by ordering, doing the food components of the order as well as making coffee, clearing tables, and washing dishes. As the day progresses, you're going to find that your workstation starts to get less and less organized. You're going to be running out of coffee beans, you're going to be using a lot of milk, so you're going to have to open up new milk, you're going to have to put them in the right spot for ease of access. You may start running out of some of the other necessary components that you need, such as cups and lids, powders and syrups, sugars and sweeteners. When the morning rush is over, you're going to get a chance to top all of these things up. This is also an excellent time to make a list of the things that you start to run low on. If you're personally responsible for ordering, that's going to bring your attention to ordering the necessary stock that you need so that you don't run out. If it's not your responsibility, then at least you can pass that list on to someone whose responsibility it is to make sure that you don't run out of any stock, especially when you're in the middle of a rush. As it gets to lunchtime, you're still going to get coffee orders coming in, but I find that food starts to take over. Therefore, you're going to be assisting the floor staff a lot more in processing orders and helping to clear tables, making more space for new customers, washing dishes, and participating in other cleanup activities. An experienced barista will start to do their cleanup procedure as it hits the afternoon. This involves sweeping and mopping the floors of the barista workstation, scrubbing the milk jugs, restocking your workbench in preparation for the next morning rush the next day. Now, businesses that sell coffee typically sell coffee right up to closing time. If we leave all of our cleaning up activities for the end of the day, then we're going to leave half an hour to an hour after the shop closes. So we've got to start to be creative with our cleaning procedures. For instance, you can do the cleaning procedure for all of the group heads of your coffee machine that you're not using. It's also a good time to clean out and scrub all of the portafilters and the baskets. You can also fully wipe down your workbench, remove and wash the drip tray, as well as polishing the coffee machine, all those metal surfaces that you can see. By doing this, you're still going to be able to serve customers who come in and want a coffee because you haven't fully closed down the coffee machine. Depending on the order volume for the last hour of the business being open, personally, I find that I get all the cleaning up done during this time, apart from one group head. And when the last customer leaves, it only takes me 5 minutes to perform the final cleaning cycle, and then I'm out of the door. This is everything that you could expect working as a barista for a full day. As a general rule, you're going to start your day typically a little bit earlier than some other careers, but you're also going to finish a little bit earlier as well. You can expect your legs to get a little bit tired from standing up all day, as we don't get the luxury of sitting in an office chair. I find after a day of working behind the coffee machine, I feel so much more mentally fresh than if I were to sit in front of a computer. We have very simple formulae to follow, and we have complete control over the coffee making process. If we make a bad coffee, that's on us. We have endless variety in the customers that we get and the drinks that those customers order. Baristas are professionals. We have specialized knowledge that we continually practice on. We acquire new knowledge, we hone our skills, we develop our reputations, and importantly, we improve the lives of our customers. I'm going to put a video up on screen here that explains how I personally make hundreds of coffees a day using a simple formula that I've created over 10 years of barista experience. If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing to support my channel as it helps out a lot. I'll see you in the next video.